Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for watching. Today we're going to be reviewing the new Makeuprevolution Conceal and Hydrate Radiance Foundation with hyaluronic acid. So it looks like this. It claims to be medium to full coverage. It comes in a variety of shades. I chose the shade F8 for my foundation. The concealer is in the exact same packaging. It claims to have the exact same claims. Radiance Concealer with hyaluronic acid and acai. Medium to full coverage. I chose the shade C4 for concealer and C7 for foundation. These look just like the regular foundation, the Conceal and Define, regular full coverage, but this is supposed to be hydrating. Now I do have oily skin, so I don't know how this is going to go over so well with me. This is a first impressions. I will be updating the description box with how it wore all day. So with all my foundation reviews, I'm going to start out with my Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer, just a little bit. I'm just going to put this over my face, sort of pat it down. Now I don't want to rub it really, really hard or anything like that. That causes micro exfoliation, and it's going to make the foundation look very, very cakey, which we don't want. I'm not setting my nose because I have a trick coming for you for that. So yeah, standard packaging. It comes with a black pump and a gold cap. It basically looks like the same as the other packaging. This cost me $8 and this was like $6. So very, very affordable, and they have some pretty high claims. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to pump this on the back of my hand. See the formula? Okay, so the formula is loose. As you can see, it's dripping down the back of my hand. It's not in any way thick or gloppy. So I'm just going to start by applying this to one side of my face. I think this shade is safe to say it's a bit light. I should have chose F9, but I can always go back. So I look like a ghost, but bronzer can fix that. As far as the coverage goes, coverage-wise, let's see. This is a high medium coverage with that one application. So I don't want full coverage, but you can build this up to be full coverage. And what I'm noticing is that it's almost drying down to a velvety matte finish, which is interesting considering it's supposed to be hydrating. So this is one half of my face with the foundation, and this is the other half without it. We will be doing the concealer now. This is in the shade C4, Large Dofa Applicator, as their previous packaging. Same thing. This is just a hydrating version. Not that I needed this concealer because this foundation shade is so light. It's blending out perfect though. It's a really thin formula. I didn't have any issues with it clinging to dry patches or emphasizing, fine lines or texture or anything like that. Now I do have oily skin, so we will see how this does last on the skin all day. I don't know what that was upstairs, but we got to keep on plugging along. So this is one half of my face with the concealer and the foundation. Here's the other half. So I really, really like the way this is looking on first impressions. The concealer there's no creasing whatsoever. I just have to blend this out a little bit more. And the foundation, no creasing whatsoever. The concealer is very, very light in texture or consistency. And so yeah, let me go do the other half of my face and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so this is dried down nearly to a velvety matte finish. There's still a little bit of tackiness. If you are dry skin, you do not have to set this foundation. The concealer is the exact same. So this is marketed toward all skin types, oily, combination, and dry, as it hydrates while keeping you fresh and matte at the same time somehow. We will see about that. I'm just going to take some setting powder and I'm going to set my under eyes. Just really gently dabbing that setting powder in. I'm going to be doing my whole face. We'll see what it looks like all powdered down. I really just press that into the pores. And this is not going to cause acne or anything like that if you do take care of your skin the correct way. This is just going to lock us in. So let's see how that looks like when it's powdered down. So I see a little bit of settling into this fine line right here, but this is the one I usually have trouble with. I would say it's high medium coverage on the under eye, maybe nearly full on that just one light application. I'm going to go put on the rest of my makeup, and I'll be right back and let you know how everything applied over makeup, and then I will give you my final first impressions. All right, so all the rest of my makeup applied perfectly over it. I do notice a fair bit of settling into the lines and caking and creasing. But this is just a first impressions. Obviously, I won't know how it wears until my oils peek through and the rest of the day goes on. I will update you in the description box, but it's not greasy on my skin. There's no like film, or it's not too heavy. It feels very lightweight. I like the concealer. I think that the concealer is very lightweight. It dried down very nicely, not too drying on the under eye. Because I do have oily skin, but I do have fairly dry under eyes, and when I powdered, it did not emphasize any lines or look cakey or crepey or anything. They look absolutely perfect. My skin right now looks really perfect, except upper lip and right here looks pretty cakey, and it's creasing pretty bad. And that's usually not very good on a first impression, but if you're looking for something, that's kind of an everyday, really nice foundation, it's buildable, definitely medium to full, that looks nice on the skin and is very, very inexpensive. I think it looks really lovely on the skin. The concealer is an A+ in my book. I would definitely purchase that. The foundation, if you have perfect skin, which I don't, then worrying about the caking and stuff, it just could have been the way I applied, my makeup, but I applied it the same way I always do with every foundation review I do. So I would give this maybe a 6 out of 10, just because of the cakiness. It's very lightweight, easy to apply, very, very cost effective. And yeah, those are my thoughts on the new Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Hydrating foundation and concealer. Let me know if you're going to pick this up based off this. Definitely read the description box. Subscribe if you are not already. I love you all. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.